Today we're going to be discussing a few topics. I'm going to be doing a review for a Toshiba 15.6-inch satellite convertible laptop PC. I'm also going to be discussing the Windows 8 environment, give you a few tips on how to navigate through it, especially if you're moving from Windows 7 to Windows 8. Also, I will come back and I'll discuss the Windows 10 upgrade process and how easy that was. And then we'll be discussing a little bit about how to use the Windows 10 environment. So stay tuned. Okay, continuing on with my review of this Toshiba laptop. This is my first Toshiba laptop, and it's actually my first touchscreen laptop. And the things that were always important to me were USB ports, battery life, the hard drive size, and how much RAM actually a laptop had. And at first when I chose this laptop, I noticed that it was 15.6 inches, and I was thinking, wow, I went from huge to small, and now I'm going back to huge again. But you know, to be honest with you, the size is perfect. It weighs in at a little over 5 pounds, so it makes it a little bit more portable than laptops maybe that I've had in the past, which is fantastic. You should know that this laptop does not have a DVD player, but I'm sure that you could buy a peripheral if you needed it. But usually a lot of the things that we need in terms of software and drivers we can find easily on the web, you know, for your printer, for example. And this laptop, I love the resolution, I love the graphics, as you can see. And it makes it great for reading on my Kindle app, for example. The clarity is fantastic. It actually has a mobile Intel HD Graphics 6000 card, and when it takes pictures and for the webcam, very, very, very clear. A lot of detail. Now obviously if you wanted to doctor and add a lot more color to your pictures, I'm sure there's an app for that. As far as the keyboard, backlit keyboard, I said I was going to show you that. I love a backlit keyboard. If you don't have it, it's a feature that you miss when you no longer have it. I also like the keypad that's here on the side. That makes it really easy if you use numbers a lot. You can use the keys on the top as a preference if you'd like. I like the look and the feel of the keyboard, nicely spaced apart. The keys actually have a very nice touch to them, and the keyboard is very quiet. My husband actually cannot hear me typing away when I'm typing on the keyboard. Like with my other laptop, for example, I type very quickly, it can be very noisy, but this keyboard actually, in contrast, is extremely quiet. For battery life, that's another thing that was really important to me, always has been. And this particular laptop, I've noticed that with continuous use, it's about 5 to 7 hours. If I mouse over here on the battery, I think just about any laptop will tell you dynamically how much battery life is left. I think we all appreciate that. With continuous use, again, I've seen about 5 to 7 hours. I think it depends on how many programs you have open, how heavy and continuously you're actually using it, if it's resting, etc. We know that all of those dynamics come into play. With the touchscreen, again, this is the first time I've ever had a touchscreen laptop. Easy scrolling all the way through. We'll go through 8.1 shortly, and we'll see how that has been integrated into the new Microsoft 8 Windows experience. The processor, 2.7 gigahertz. It's an i5 5200. Now there are faster processors out there, but to be honest with you, I don't notice any lag time, as many applications as I might have open at one time. I'm not a gamer, so maybe if I were, it might be something that I would notice, but I can't attest to that because I'm not a gamer. So the processor speed is perfect for me. I appreciate the fact that it has 8 gigabytes of DDR/SD RAM, and any operating system, they minimally use about 4 gigabytes of RAM, so you want to have plenty of RAM to make sure that your programs and your applications are working optimally. Also, on the hard drive is 1 terabyte worth of space. This is incredibly important. It's plenty of space, unless you're the type of person that you need to store 1,000 movies on your hard drive. You can have an external hard drive for that, but a terabyte is plenty of space for everyday needs. For 10 or 20 movies, that's plenty of space. Overall, I love the look and feel of this Toshiba laptop. It fits all of the needs that I mentioned. It has 3 USB ports for 2.0, has 3.0 ports, has an HDMI port, it has an auxiliary for microphone and audio. It fits everything that I've been looking for. It's priced within the budget. And just the things that I might have to get used to is the power button from the right hand side. I'm used to it being on the top. I'm not used to charging from the left hand side. I'm used to charging from the right hand side. But these are just nuances to this laptop. It doesn't detract from my rating from the laptop at all. They're just things that I have to get used to, that's all. And the other piece is that it doesn't have a DVD player. I've always had a DVD player with a laptop. But again, everything now, applications can probably be bought in the Microsoft Store. Also, many of the drivers that are needed for peripheral connections, such as a printer, usually need to be updated online anyway. So it's just as well if it doesn't have a DVD player. I don't suspect it will impact your life negatively. In the next segment, I'll be discussing the Windows 8 environment, and specifically Windows 8.1 that came installed on this Toshiba laptop. I'll see you in the next segment.